Coach, the early in the second half, Iowa State went on that run. What did they do maybe differently that they didn't do previously?
Well, I thought, I mean, they pounded the offensive glass. They had 17 more shots than us, shot attempts. So I know they pounded the offensive glass. They kept on getting. They got loose on some back cuts. I thought Watson was a difference maker. I mean, 7 for 7, 15 and 9 off the bench. I thought he gave him a tremendous lift. I remember vividly we're trying and clawing, trying to make some kind of a run to get it into single digits, and he hit that three from the corner. So I thought he was a huge spark for them. They do what they do. They're so physical defensively. We couldn't get a lot generated offensively. You got to make some threes to beat Iowa State. You're going to have to because they're so good at protecting the rim, and we did not do that.
You guys were able to have success back at your place a couple months ago against their defense. Did you see anything different tonight, or was it a matter of not making those threes that you alluded to?
You know what? I think, like I said, they do what they do. They're going to pressure you. They're going to deny you. They're going to heat up ball screens. They switched 1 through 5 a bunch. They switched 1 through 5 a bunch tonight when Northerweather was in there, and they guard the ball well. And we call it start to domino, get them scrambling and rotating a lot. And when you can't get them rotating, they're so good. They just dig their teeth in their half-court defense. And when we couldn't get them rotating, we couldn't get them scrambling around. They just guarded us, but they did go to switching 1 through 5 a bunch.
Iowa State's ball pressure defensively is pretty unique. The only other team in the league who seems to do it similar to them is Houston. How hard is that to prepare for in practice leading up to games?
It is. You can't simulate that. You're just, you can watch it on tape and everything, but you just got to have some toughness with it. I mean, they do a great job. They're physical guards too. Lipsey's put together. I think he's 200 pounds. I mean, Gilbert's put together. They fit their physical guards as well, and they slide their feet, but then they rotate, they plug. Big Rob's out there heating up ball screens. They're very good defensively, and I thought defensively we did some things to win the game. I mean, I think how we guarded their first 5. I think Watson was a difference maker. I thought, in those offensive rebounds, when you give someone 17 more shot attempts, that's hard. You got to credit them for smashing the glass. I mean, they pounded the offensive glass on us. But I think you got to be a high assist, low turnover to beat Iowa State, and you got to knock down some threes as well. And we didn't. We had 17 assists, 11 turnovers in Norman, hit 10 threes. We did not do that tonight. But yeah, the Iowa State and Houston to me are the two that physically get up in you more than anybody in the country.
Coach, you alluded to it, but on your defensive effort, it seemed like that was critical. Your ball pressure, you were able to make them uncomfortable en route to that 2016 lead. What was going right? And it seemed like other than a few lapses, you guys stayed pretty strong on that end of the floor.
I mean, defensively, we got caught on a handful of back cuts. Watson, 15, but I thought we did some things on their first group that we wanted to do. 58 points, we've seen them. So we did some things enough defensively, well enough to win. They got some, I thought we had a 5-point lead at the end and they went on a 9-0 run, I think, to end the half. And we call them DCOs. Their defense creates offense. And I know they got a trap that turned into a basket and one, and they got another trap. They got a couple heat-up traps at the end of the half that turned into points that we weren't really giving up in that first part of the game. That I think that 9-0 run got them doing what they do. And we went in that locker room, thinking, God dang, 6 or 17 minutes we did what we wanted, and we just kind of at that last couple minutes let that run go. But I thought, defensively we did some good things, except rebound the ball. 17 extra shots. It's hard to beat a team that good when they're getting 17 more shots because they offensive rebounded that well.